that I
So,
mentioned.
like, would you argue that if you go to the strip club, like, you wouldn't, because you're comparing it like, oh, you're simping at the strip club. I mean, I myself, I'm not a strip club guy, but I would assume that people that do it, you wouldn't be really considered a simp as you're getting like a physical thing for your dollar, right? Like, you put $20, or would you say it's just a lower level simp? I mean, what I'm trying to compare here is like, at least in the strip club, this girl has to rub against you for 15 minutes to get that money, right?
15. The fuck?
Well, sounds like John needs to give us some more
you,
feedback here as to what
you get
happens at the strip club.
you get 3 minutes if on a good day.
On a good day, and that was what, like 20, and that's $20.
So,
So,
John, give us a point of reference as far as money, time, and what you get at a strip club.
oof. So I'm the strip club expert.
You're the expert. You're here for your expertise.
You know friends that go casually.
Yeah, you have a lot of friends.
So
I'm
so
asking for a friend.
my friends that I talk to that go on the regular, the going rate usually is about $25 for a song, but the DJ cuts the song short anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes,
That
more or
piece of
less.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. What a piece of shit. But
Let me get the remix, dog.
that's that's the going rate for that. And then the champagne room, you've heard Chris Rock's song.
Yeah.
There's no sex in the champagne room, but the champagne room costs about $70 just to reserve the room, and then that's outside of whatever you agree to talk to the girl about, whatever you guys are gonna do inside.
Right. Okay.
Which is
So what
not,
are
which
some
is
going
not
rates?
sex.
We
Which
could
is
run
not
you
sex.
what?
What
Right,
are some
not
going
sex.
rates so we can compare numbers
For not sex,
for
Yeah,
not
for not-
sex?
for
like
not sex.
sex.
For not
not
sex,
sex.
and just talking.
Yeah, like
just
get
with
some
mind
numbers.
exploring. Mind
just
exploring.
like your own quiet little space to have
Yeah.
a conversation with this girl.
Mhm.
You're looking at anywhere between $200 to $500 for not
Okay.
sex.
Plus the 70, so we're looking at an average of $400-$500 total. Dollars
So
total.
minimum 270 to 570. That's the range of the not sex having. And depending on the woman that you bring, you're in that range. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And so we're gonna keep these numbers as a point
and also
of reference.
clarify that regardless of what not sex you're getting, there is some physical interaction going on because they're there. They're present in the physical sense. They're with you, at least talking. Like she has to.
at
She
the
has
very
to dedicate
least-
this time to you.
Right. At the very least, you get a continuation of the friction zone,
Okay.
because that's what the $25 per song thing is
Okay.
called, the friction
Friction
area.
zone.
Mhm.
Another
that's like-
question to help with the examples I want to bring up. So how much time do you have when you're in that 270 to 570 range? Like, is it a set time limit? Do we reserve this for the hour sort of thing?
On average, it's reserved for half an hour.
For half an hour. Okay, so it's
Uh-huh.
270 to 570 for half an hour. The reason I say this is because we're doing the not sex, but you may also be talking to your stripper. Is that a good word for them? To your stripper.
To your adult entertainer.
Adult entertainer. Thank you. I need to get with the time. So to your adult entertainer, and the reason I say this because like if we wanted to talk to somebody, a therapist can cost like $100 to $200 an hour. So if you double, like, so they're a little bit more expensive than a therapist, but they are significantly better looking to you than a therapist because you
And the
chose this.
therapist is not necessarily gonna be in the friction zone.
Right, and they're not going to be in the friction zone. So you get a little bit okay, and that so you're getting something. So you're getting a human connection. You're getting to speak with someone. She's usually on her game to entertain you because she's mentally ready to like basically listen to you, speak with you, and like be a semi-therapist as we friction zone our way.
And you're getting physical stimulation nevertheless, even with the not sex.
Even with the not sex.
Because I mean, she is dancing and rubbing up on you, which is legal in the
Which
state of
is
Florida.
legal. Yeah, we're doing the legal stuff.
So if we explore more or less your definition of simping, on the Urban Dictionary site, there was also one that said simping is the act of treating a person like if they were a boyfriend or a girlfriend without even knowing the person. like just as an acquaintance. And surprisingly enough, one of the most common requests that strippers get is the girlfriend experience. So they like guys come in to want to have somebody to talk to, somebody to talk about their, how they're doing, and like, like make them feel like wanted, make them feel like, appreciated, or like acknowledge that they even exist, And so, I mean, simping goes beyond just the physical.
The digital.
It's more of an emotional, mental thing. Like there's something wrong with people.
See, this is why we needed John Heidel's expertise. He knows friends. We didn't know that was a common request.
Right. Like
for the adult entertainers.
This is the thing, though. In your experience, BJ, would you say? Because I mean, for some reason, I feel lean towards defending the strip club connoisseur community, because it almost feels like, even though it's overpriced, I mean, not that there's like a fucking Kelly's Blue Book for fucking ass, but even if it's overpriced, you are getting the thing, right? Like you're getting the thing you're looking for. But would you say then there might be a spectrum of how, like, you could go to the strip club and just be a G about it, or you could go to the strip club and also simp? Like, would you say that? Like, because I mean, like, would you say you could go to the strip club or your friends and you could be like, yo, I own this shit, I pay for what I want, I fucking bargain my shit, I run these hoes, for example? Or you could be the dog.
Adult entertainers.
Okay, so then tell me, is going to the strip club the same as simping, or would you differentiate it?
Well, I would say it's simping with better rewards.
Okay.
Because you really don't know this person. You've only just met this person, like for the first time, and you're throwing $500 at them without knowing them. Why? Just to see their titties and ass? When you could do that for free online? What's the difference? What are you getting from this experience that you can't get from online?
Well, you're getting the physical.
The physical, but to a certain extent, like, okay, yes, the physical is right. The physical is there, but to a certain extent, you're also getting this human connection, like the to be able to connect with somebody else on a different level, Like, yes, there is the people that just go there to enjoy themselves, to have a drink, and maybe don't even throw money or don't even pay attention to any of the adult entertainers. But there's the big contribution comes from the guys that are just throwing money without actually knowing any of them or anybody, but they feel like, oh, this girl is adorable, I want to idolize her, and I want her to be my wife. So in their mind.
To conclude a bit on the strip club part, would you say that there are some people that go into strip clubs and they sort of take advantage of the market that they're in, and they have a fun time, but most people are mostly simping?
So I can add to that.
Okay, add to that.
There's different men that do different things at strip clubs. I'll give you an example.
There's levels to this shit. Yeah,
there are levels to the strip club, because not every man in there is trying to spend $270 to $570, for the room. So and I'll give you the example, like for bachelor parties. So like the most common thing to do at a bachelor party is to go to a strip club. And when you go to a strip club from a bachelor party, you're going with a group of men, somewhere between like 6 to 8. It's usually a good bachelor party, and not every man there is trying to do everything. Some men will let the others spend money and just sit and watch and just enjoy themselves with their drink, watch the free show that the other peers are paying for. So they're like taking advantage of basically they're taking advantage of the simp's money, which is usually like to relate it. That's what we do. We just like, all right, you want to spend the money, you go ahead. Because she's going to take her top off once she hits a certain level of money. Doesn't matter who that money is coming from. So some men are just sitting back. They're just, I'm here for my drink. I'm here to support my friend at his bachelor party. and do that. And then there's the other men that are gonna spend the money to get them showing. They're gonna spend the money to go into the room. They're gonna spend the money to get really simping. Like so that's where we want to make sure that there's a difference. Not every single person at the strip club is doing this. Not every, some of them are eating. Some of them are ordering food because they're just like, I'm just here.
Like in that Will Ferrell movie where they just go have breakfast at a strip club because it's just what they like, you know. He's like, their sausage is good here. I don't know why. Their sausage is good. Wings. No, but I like it that you say that because I part of me wasn't feeling right by thinking like, oh, going to strip club is just a simping because. Like you said, there's a spectrum of what people go there to do. Some people go there and play the game. Some people simply have a win-win situation with the other people. And then there are some people that are like, all right, let's take advantage of these motherfuckers and sim the fuck out of them. I would assume the entertainers. Yeah. So, all right. So now going into the digital one, because this is, and of course, BJ, you can add, I mean, don't feel pressured if there's things that your friends have told you and you still want to talk about. Yeah, sorry.
I wanted to add one more thing. There's also the people that end up at a strip club after partying all night, and then like all the clubs close here in Miami, let's say at 2, and then some of them close at 5. So after 5, there's still some strip clubs that are open. They're like, well, I don't want this party. I don't want the night to end. Let's go to the strip club at 5 in the morning. So that's another spectrum of people that show up.
This is why we have the expert. We didn't know about the after 5.
I had been told tales of the strip club after party.
I'm not the expert. I just read the book.
I just keep myself informed. All right. So moving on, because the part that I think most of us might be more intrigued about is the digital part, because it's like the one where you're like, you cannot even debate you're getting something out of it. I mean, I guess mentally, like you said, Tavo, there's got to be some endorphins that are shooting off. But it's like, I've seen this shit because when I go to Twitch, you have that little section where all you have are these women that are like not doing anything, just showing you their tits. And you have guys that are like, oh, hello. And then like, so what is it? I don't know what it is that these people get out of this. I almost feel like, wouldn't you rather go and get an adult entertainer and you'll spend less money and get more fun out of it? But maybe they find, or you think they're shy? You think they're too shy to do this on the physical world? I don't know. I'm brainstorming here.
So I have a few thoughts, and the reason I'm doing this is because the thought hit me when I saw one of them e-girls. So I'll explain.
As I was donating $200 to her, it hit me
as I was pulling out my credit card.
So